Welcome back to Health 365. Laughter yoga is a form of yoga that lets you reap the psychological benefits of humor and comedy. Without the humor and the comedy. Shareen explains the practice to us.
Well, laughter coaching is an incredible technique that was developed and devised by a medical doctor over 15 years ago. And he was doing a study on the medical benefits of laughter on the human body and how it helps us and how we actually benefit from it. And he found a medical journal that said the body cannot tell the difference between real and simulated laughter. So what does that mean? The brain doesn't know whether you're laughing because something's really funny, you've heard a funny joke, or you're just faking it. I think we live such challenging lives today. I think that as human beings, we are under an enormous amount of stress in every aspect and area of our lives. So whether it be our work lives, our social lives, our relationships, financially, there's just so much pressure, and people are really scrambling and struggling with different ways to try and cope, and often not very successfully. So I find in my work that I do, and it's very sad, unfortunately, that you have a lot of sad, stressed, frustrated, angry people just trying to do the best that they can. The World Health Organization has said that 80% of disease that exists in the world today is caused from stress. So when we look at things like depression, we look at cancer, we look at diabetes, we look at asthma, infertility, spastic colons, insomnia, cardiac disease, the list just goes on and on and on. And what's happened is, through that being so stressed, we've almost lost the ability to fight what's going on around us because our immune systems are so low. And when we laugh and we feel happy inside, that has the ability to boost our immune system, to increase the production of our white killer T cells, which is very powerful in helping us fight cancer, build your immune system against the common cold, allergies, asthmas. So it's not only good for the big stuff, it's good for the little stuff too. What laughter yoga is, or laughter coaching, is the same for the heart, for the soul, for the mind, as gym is for the body. So what laughter does is it's the one thing that we all possess that shifts us internally and gives us an inner sense of strength. And I've used this enormously in my own life to cope with my own challenges. Because when you feel at peace and you feel strong inside and you're not coming from a place of stress or fear or being in fight or flight, you're able to make correct decisions. You're able to make decisions that will benefit you. You're able to react in a more appropriate manner. Not only does laughter lift your spirit, but certain physiological and biochemical things happen within the body, and that's the power and the magic. So yes, on the outside, laughing's a fun thing and people like to do it, but what really goes on? So when we start laughing, it's like taking a key and unlocking this pharmacy that resides in your brain, and this pharmacy then starts to produce these incredible chemicals, hormones into your system. Some of them are serotonin, which is found in most antidepressants today. Another one is endorphins, which is the body's natural feel-good chemicals. The brain also produces something called dopamine. And my absolute favorite, which is something called opiates. Now, opiates is a direct chemical cousin to opium, which is why when you do this, it's like, pow, you go from feeling sad and depressed and down. After you do this, you feel lifted, you feel opened, you just feel incredible inside. And the beautiful thing about it is that the ability to feel good comes from no reason at all. Laughter is incredible for sports people, especially if you've got a big event coming up, a big race, a big competition, and you've been training hard and you're completely focused. And often we can get into that zone where you know, it becomes so stressful because we're just focusing on winning. We're just focusing on that end result. And in fact, they used laughter yoga at the Winter Olympics a few years ago for sports people for this very reason, because when you do it, somebody actually said they felt like a weight was lifted off their shoulders. Your muscles are relaxing. Your blood vessels are relaxing. Everything's just relaxing. So it's almost like,